Hello guys, welcome in. I'm so glad that you are here. So welcome back or welcome. And no matter if you're new or you're a returning follower, thank you so much for watching my content. I appreciate you so much. Make sure you tap that thumbs up right now before you forget and leave an emoji or a comment or something. I'm so grateful that you are here. I really am. You're helping me live out my dream of just having a little crochet channel, and I am trying to give you tutorials and tips and tricks, free patterns, all kinds of fun stuff, so you will enjoy being here. And I hope that when you are just sitting at home crocheting that you're watching me. That's all I can ask for. All I can ask for. We have hit ding 24K. I can't believe that we have hit 24K. Thank you so much, each and every one of you, for all of your likes, comments, and subscribes, clicks. I appreciate you so much. I can't believe we are so close to 25. Can we hit 25 by next week? I'm not sure. If I hit 25, that's like 1/4 of 100K, and that is my goal. That's my super goal. So I'm so excited that you are here and watching. Today is Monday. And I do have a TikTok live to do at my time, 11, but for you guys, it's 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Suzanne has placed 2 orders with me. So one order is for 5 items. She ordered 5 items. She ordered the new beautiful shawl that I made. She has ordered hair scrunchies. She has ordered stitch markers. So thank you so much, Suzanne from Maryland. And then she placed another order today. So that order she placed yesterday, and then today she placed another order for 2 more items. So I have to pack 7 items. She placed 2 different orders with 7 items. So cha-ching, 2 cha-chings for Suzanne in Maryland. I cannot believe it. Thank you so much. You are just so wonderful, so sweet. And plus she wants me to make her a cream and pink snood. So I have to send her some pictures of my pinks, and I have to not forget that to make a snood, especially for Suzanne. So I'm going to be communicating with her on colors and width and size and measurements and everything. So I gotta make that for Suzanne. But let me show you some of the other things that I have made over the weekend. So I was able to finish this gorgeous poncho. So this is my summer mesh poncho pattern, and I used acrylic yarn. I used the Sphinx cake that I had, and it came out so gorgeous in these beautiful southwestern colors. So this is all finished. I have steamed the fringe already. I did that yesterday. So I just have to take product photos and videos and measure it and make an Etsy listing today for this beautiful poncho. I just love it. So you can use acrylic with this pattern. It works up just beautifully, so beautifully, and it's such a nice lightweight. It's not so heavy, so when you put it on, you don't feel like you're wearing a blanket. It's just so nice and lightweight, beautiful. And I love the draping on this. It has just a nice drape, so it's flowy. So I finished that, and let me show you what else I finished this weekend. So as you saw last week, I was making the pink stripe snood, Enid inspired snood, and then I made the black snood with the tassels, the white and black tassels, the Wednesday inspired snood, so that's that one. And then I also finished last week this snood, and I steamed it, so it's nice and relaxed. And this is made with the Red Heart Granny Square yarn. Isn't that gorgeous? The coloring is just so beautiful, so bright and vibrant. Love that. It almost looks like a tiger. It almost looks like, remember in the 90s, those velvet with the, what were they called? The velvet in the 80s or 70s, the Aztec, or I can't remember what it was, but it was like velvet painting with the neon. What was that? I can't remember what that was called, but it's giving me those vibes. Gorgeous. Okay, and okay, so last night and yesterday I was working on dishcloths. So I finished this little bundle here of the dishcloths. I love just putting them in nice little squares. So cute. Isn't this so adorable? Perfect gift. So I have this stack that I made, and then I made another stack yesterday, so I made all of, and I made 2 more. And actually, I'm gonna send Suzanne these. And I'm still working on the latte striped snood. I'm still working on this one. I've got to finish this. If I have time, I'll try to finish it. Isn't that gorgeous? Loving the colors. I love the latte stripe. I have a package. I placed an order for something so special. Wait till you see what this is. Okay, I'm gonna open it right now. Oh my gosh. Wait till you see this. I saw this on TikTok. Another crocheter had made this, and I contacted her and I said, is this for sale? And she said, it can be. And I said, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait till you see it. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Okay. Look. Oh my gosh. It's Ozzy. It's Ozzy Osbourne. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh. Look at the glasses. Look at the face, the glasses. Oh my God, the hat, the hair. Look at that, the necklace, the bat, the shoes, the little hands. I am like speechless. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is amazing, amazing. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. Okay, it says, just a note, dear Melody, thank you for your order. I hope you enjoy Ozzy. Blessings, Terry. He may need to be fluffed after being shipped. Oh my gosh. Terry, thank you so much. I am going to put her info down in the description. So when you're watching this vlog, just look down there, and please guys, leave comments for Terry. I told her I'm going to feature you in my vlog, and I'm going to show her her Ozzy doll on my TikTok live and my YouTube live tomorrow. So guys, put some comments. Please put bats in the comments if you're watching this. If there's a bat emoji or some type of music emoji, so put a music emoji, a bat emoji, something for Ozzy. If you loved Ozzy, let me know your favorite Ozzy song. So my favorite song, Ozzy Osbourne songs are No More Tears is my #1. And then Mama, I'm Coming Home is #2. And then I think Crazy Train, and then maybe Shot in the Dark, Flying High Again. Those are my favorite Ozzy songs. There's so many more that I love that I've been humming all. I have been listening to Ozzy ever since the 80s, and recently, like a few months ago, I started listening to Ozzy every single day, and he's my get ready in the morning music. It just pumps me up. So, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that doll. It is amazing. And when I think of that doll, I think of the doll that Donna made me, my logo doll, my me. She made me a little mini me. So give a shout out to Donna. If you have seen it, when I go into my casita, maybe I'll give you another close up of that doll. Donna from Calico Hippie Designs made a mini me version of a doll, and it is just the most amazing thing. It sits in my casita, my yarn studio, and she's the queen of my yarn studio. And so give a shout out for Donna too. So put a heart emoji for Donna, and it's amazing. You guys are so talented, so talented. I have said so many times, I'm not the best crocheter. I'm sharing my passion of crocheting. Am I the best crocheter? No. Am I an expert? No. Do I do everything perfectly? No. Do I mess up? Yes. But I hope you're understanding that I'm just sharing my joy of crochet with you. So when you're crocheting, you're watching me enjoying crocheting. I'm watching you. You're watching me. I do watch other crocheters from time to time. I don't like to watch too much because I don't want to be influenced by their designs and get it into my head. I like to come up with like unique designs of my own. So I don't watch a lot of crocheters, but when I do, I'm amazed at what you guys create. I am totally amazed at how you design your products and make your products and ideas that come to you. And it's just, what a world we live in that we can watch everybody's crochet channel online from all over the country. Shiloh Crochets, you know, we can just be amazed by everybody's creation. So please, just thank you so much for watching me. Have patience with me. I'm learning all of this. I am learning, and I'm trying to improve as I go, and I'm going to start babbling. I've got to go pack Suzanne's orders, all of our 7 orders. Thank you, Suzanne in Maryland. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to right now, after I get off my vlog, I'm going to get out some pink and creams to send you some pics to see what colors that you like. And let's go pack Suzanne's orders. Okay, I just got all the items for one of Suzanne's orders. So she ordered this set of spooky stitch markers. She ordered this Thanksgiving set of stitch markers. Aren't these so cute? Look at the little hedgehog there, the pie, the squirrel. So cute. The little tractor, the fox. And she got this set of stitch markers. She ordered this kitty set of stitch markers. And she ordered this gorgeous set of cotton hair scrunchies and this gorgeous set of cotton hair scrunchies. So this is 5 items that she ordered from me. So this is her first order that she ordered, and then I will pack her second order. So now we have to do her sign. Okay, I just finished my TikTok live and I need to wrap up the second order for Suzanne. She ordered this gorgeous shawl that I just finished last week. It's so beautiful. And she ordered this set of doggy stitch markers. So cute. So I've got to wrap up her order and I already have her signed. So let's wrap up an order for Suzanne. Okay, so it's about 6 o'clock in the afternoon and Sophie has been over and she visited for a little while. I have one more order to pack. I already went to town and shipped Suzanne's 2 orders heading to Maryland. So thank you so much, Suzanne. I have a new order from Karin in Ohio. She ordered the snood that I finished last week, the fire one that I was calling fire, and black one, that snood. She has purchased that. So let's go pack Karin's order. Okay, Karin from Ohio ordered this gorgeous snood. This is in the color that I'm calling fire because I cannot remember what the name of it is, but to me it looks like a fiery color. Gorgeous, all of these colors. So gorgeous. So this snood is so thick and so beautiful, and it's going to Karin in Ohio. So let's pack her order.
Listen for me when the knife is turning. Listen for me when the world is burning. Babe, would you listen for me?
It is almost 11 o'clock and I am so tired right now. I am going to go to bed, but I am working on a snood for Suzanne in Maryland. She wanted pink and the cream colors, so ivory color, whatever it is. So this is her snood that I'm making her, and it's going to be striped, and I'm taking a break. I'm going to bed. I will see you in the morning. Guys, good morning. Welcome in. Welcome to Tuesday. So I have some items that I have still not listed. So this is the black snood that I made with the white and black tassels. So if anybody is looking for a snood pattern, I do have this pattern available, and I have the tutorial. So in the tutorial that I did, we do the black one first, and then we do the pink one. And I did have somebody comment that they could not see the black yarn well while I was doing the tutorial. And I realized seeing black yarn is very difficult. The black snood inspired by Wednesday. She has a black snood with white and black tassels. So that's why I made it with the black. I know that it was hard to see, but it was kind of the whole point, was to make it in the black. You can make it in any color that you want. If you had a hard time seeing the black yarn, just skip ahead to the second half of the video because I do this one. And the pink is a lot easier to see the colorway, to see the stitches, and I do the same exact thing. So if you are watching the tutorial for the snood and you cannot see the black yarn, just skip ahead to the pink yarn because we make 2 different snoods in that video. So I show you how to do the stripes and I show you how to do color changes. You can make the scarf as long as you want, as wide as you want, as thin as you want. It's all up to you. Now, yesterday I was able to get done 3 sets of washcloths. So I got 3 of these little bundles done. So right now I am going to put some ribbon on these and take some product photos and try to list them. I also have my poncho that I finished the other day. Been on my mannequin, so I've got to go outside and take some product videos and photos of this beautiful poncho. This is very lightweight. So those of you who are wanting a very lightweight poncho that you can just put on and not feel like you are too hot and too warm, this is a great pattern. So this pattern is also available with a tutorial. I am going to try to make a tutorial either today, tomorrow, or Thursday, or sometime this week. Friday I'm getting a tattoo, so I won't be able to do it Friday, but I'm going to try to do my tutorial for the Easy Peasy poncho. Let me show you a poncho that was one of the inspirations for that pattern. This poncho, and this poncho is in multicolored stripes. So beautiful. And I made several of these and sold several of these. When I started the neckline, I crocheted 90 instead of what I have in the pattern. And then after I was done, the chaining 90 was too long for a neckline. So what I did was just go up and do some rows of single crochets, some double crochets and single crochets to cinch it up a little bit to make it fit me better. This was like my original sort of start to my Easy Peasy poncho. This is what it started with, and then I made some adjustments because I used to make ponchos back in the 90s for my girls. When they were younger, I used to make them for their school friends, and I would make them all kinds of colors, and their friends would come home from school. They'd come home from school and say, so-and-so wants a poncho in this color, so I'd make one up, send it to school with them. So I have been making ponchos for years and years and years, but it had been a while. So this was my first experimentation with, like making an adult size poncho. I hadn't made one in so long. And that led me to my Easy Peasy poncho. So I need to make a tutorial for my Easy Peasy. But this was sort of the first one that I did. Isn't it so cute? I just love it. So beautiful. So I gotta get to business today. I gotta start taking some product photos and videos. Later on, I'm going out with my Sophie. We're gonna have a fun day today. See a movie, go out to eat, do some little shopping. She needs to buy a gift for somebody. So I will check in with you guys later. We just got home, so me and Sophie went out to eat. We went to the movies, all of that, came home. My oldest daughter was here visiting with her boyfriend. They had driven from Vegas, so we got to see them for a little bit, and it is so hot. I know I say that every time I come home going out with my daughter, but it was 112 in town. And then when I got home here, it was still like 109, I think, outside, 109. It is so hot. It will be so nice when fall time comes. It will be so nice just to have it under 100 degrees would be great. Anybody else dealing with just extreme heat or extreme weather wherever you are? So I am going to be working on Suzanne's snood, the white and pink striped one. I'm gonna see if I can finish that tonight or get that close to being finished because she wants to order that. And then if I finish that, I'm gonna work on some more dishcloths because I don't know what it is about fall, but I'm just in dishcloth mode right now. And then I do have some ideas swirling around for a top. I have some ideas for like making a cute little summer top that's sort of full coverage, but it has a nice collar like this almost, with a nice like maybe ruffle collar. Not ruffle, but like a little fancy collar, crochet collar, and maybe buttons. I'm not sure. I'm just wondering how to get on and off the crochet top unless I make it sort of oversized. So I have some ideas running around in my head. Been, you know, just thinking about ideas and sketching things out and stuff in the process of designing what I want to do. And then I've just got to bite the bullet one day and just start working on something and get my ideas flowing here and get them into finished products. So I'm going to just enjoy the AC. I'm going to turn on my TV. I'm going to find something good to watch and crochet for the rest of the evening. Let me know what you're working on and I will check in with you later. Hello guys, good morning. So it is Wednesday. So thank you every single one of you for helping me reach 25K. I can't believe that's going to be happening, but it will be happening, I think. This is Suzanne's snood that I have been working on. She's from Maryland. She asked me to make her a pink and a cream snood, so that's what I've been working on. Today I just have to sew it together, make the tassels, send her some pictures, make sure everything is good for her. I really want to make my tutorial. I've been saying this for weeks now for the Easy Peasy Poncho. So I want to make this tutorial, get this started, get this poncho started. They do take, you know, quite a while to make. I will start it, get some filming done, get some video for the tutorial, see how far I can get. It is Wednesday, so there's a possibility I could finish this poncho this week, but I'm going to get a tattoo on Friday. So Friday, I will be showing you me getting my tattoo. I'm so nervous about that. So anyway, I've got so much to do today. I'm going to get working on Suzanne's snood and this tutorial so I can get this tutorial for you. Trying to get a tutorial for each one of my patterns to help you to watch when you're reading my patterns, to have that visual. For those of you who are visual learners like me, I like to watch a tutorial. So I hope these tutorials help you, and I hope you're loving my patterns. You guys have kept me as a bestseller on Etsy for just weeks and months on so many of my patterns, so thank you so much for helping me keep my bestseller. I think that was a hummingbird or a very large bug. I think that was a hummingbird coming in. Maybe he saw this pink next to the window. Okay guys, I'm going to get crocheting. Let me know what you're working on throughout this vlog. On the different days, let me know what you're working on, or what are your whips? What are you supposed to be working on? What are some of your dream crochet projects? Do you have any dream crochet projects or projects that are on your to-do list? Let me know. I'd love to hear your comments and read your comments and see what you guys are doing, and I will check in with you later. Okay, so I've got Suzanne's snood laying out here, and I've got the wrong side up. So this is the good side, this is the wrong side. I am going to be sewing together this seam, and then I'm going to be making her tassels. Okay, so I have my stitch markers lining up these rows. So it's a really good idea if you have to line anything up when you're sewing it together, just place your stitch markers so you can really keep your rows straight when you are sewing across. Now you can also make my snood in the round and connect as you go, but I think it looks better when you do it like this. So just make sure you're lining up your edges really well with stitch markers, and you can use a bobby pin, you can use a piece of string or yarn, extra piece of yarn. You could use a safety pin, anything that you want to line this up if you don't have any stitch markers, but they're really handy to help you to keep your rows nice and straight. Okay, we have, this is where it was seamed together. So now let's make the tassels. Okay, so I've got my fringe maker here, and I am going to wrap my string around here, and I've got to count to make sure I get them all the same. Suzanne's snood is finished. I love it. So I did 12 rows. You can make this any length, any width. Sometimes I do 11 rows, sometimes I do 12 rows. It all depends on the color. Usually on the striped ones, I do it even, but I wanted to make sure that I put this little bit of pink here so that if she's wearing any makeup, she wouldn't get it on the cream without it being way too wide for her. So I hope you love your snood, Suzanne. Thank you so much. On to the next project. Okay, Gladys ordered a set of my Thanksgiving stitch markers. She ordered set A, so this should be her set right here. Okay, so here are the stitch markers that Gladys is ordering. Aren't these so cute? I love these. Look at the little turkeys. So cute. Okay, I have Gladys's order. I just packed her stitch markers, and now I gotta do a little bit of laundry, and then I'm going to get some yarn and work on my tutorial for my easy peasy poncho pattern. So I did finish Suzanne's gorgeous snood. So I have it on my mannequin here. So here is her beautiful cream and pink snood. Let me lift it up a little bit. This is her beautiful snood. I have already started my tutorial for my easy peasy poncho. So I've taken some photos, so I'm going to update my pattern by adding some of the photos that I took today to my pattern. When you guys purchase the easy peasy pattern, you'll have this tutorial to work through with you. In case there's any beginners, you can just follow the tutorial and I will take you through it and help you through it. So I hope you love this tutorial. I'm gonna go in now and have some lunch, and then I'm gonna get working on my easy peasy poncho. When you purchase the easy peasy poncho pattern, you get a free mesh, summer mesh poncho pattern. So there are 2 patterns when you purchase the easy peasy. So I hope you enjoy that free pattern that I give you in that pattern bundle. So guys, enjoy your afternoon. I'm gonna go eat some lunch and I will talk with you later. Okay guys, look, there's a baby, a little baby leaf. He's going to be unfurling. I hope this guy's happy. I'm really, really trying with my plants. He's so pretty. Hope he's doing happy. So When I was at Target, we got this little turntable here so I can turn him a little bit easier. Hopefully he's happy up there. Okay, so this is Suzanne's snood that I made for her. She wanted a pink and cream one, so this one came out so beautiful, so let's pack up her order. I just packed an order for Suzanne. So this was her snood that she wanted me to make for her. Going to Maryland. So thank you so much, Suzanne. I appreciate you so much. And now I have to pack another order for Rebecca in Mississippi. It's going to be my 7th order in Mississippi. So let's get, Rebecca ordered stitch markers. So let's find her stitch markers for her. Okay, so let's see. It might be over here in these spooky stitch markers. Let me find her set. Okay, I think this was her set. I've got to check and double check that. Okay, so this is the set that she ordered. Isn't that cute? So this set is sold out right now. And let's change the sign to Rebecca. That's spelled right. I'll double check. Okay, I wrapped up Rebecca's order. She ordered one of the spooky stitch marker sets going to Mississippi, and that brought my Mississippi total up to number 7, so that's great. And thank you guys for the orders. I appreciate it so much. I'm gonna go back to working on my poncho. I'm gonna see how far I can get on that poncho tonight. And I've been noticing that I've been really doing good at using up my cotton yarns for my stitch marker sets. I've got to make some more scrubbies. They weren't really great sellers, but I'm thinking of maybe making like a different design and mixing this scrubby and nylon together, maybe with the cotton yarn, and seeing how that does. I know they're not super great sellers, but I need to use up this scrubby yarn. So I've got to think of something to make that people would want to purchase so I can get rid of this scrubby yarn and use that up. But I think I'm doing pretty well at using up my cotton yarns and my cakes. I've got everything organized in here. So I've got finished products all ready to go. I've got all my stitch markers all labeled and organized in here. All these sets organized. This is my boho tops. Let's see what else I have. Oh, I have a shawl up here that hasn't sold. So that's one of my shawls. And then I have my stitch marker sets here. I've got my pumpkins. I've got my cotton hair scrunchies back here. I've got my dishcloths here. I love these. Something about this makes me so happy to see these. What is it about this that I just love looking at them? And then I've got some headbands, bandanas, bucket hats down here. And then over here we've got some headbands. I've got some lighter headbands here. I've got winter headbands here. I've got a couple winter hats. And I've got some more soft cotton yarns. These are my soft cottons. Soft cottons here. So hopefully I will use these up too, but I'd like to stay really organized. I like my yarn to look nice. I think it looks nice. And I've got my Halloween cardigan that I made for myself a couple years ago out here. This is how I love to do the sleeves, with a little chain and a little bow. That's my go-to for doing these hexagon cardigans. So this is my Halloween one that I made for myself. All ready for fall. Okay, I have been crocheting and I have been distracted also. So I made the mistake of going on to social media and I don't know how long I was on there. It's like a time warp when you go on there, and it's like you're sucked into this vortex and you can't get out. But I got to stay off it. I am making a little progress on my poncho. So this is the easy peasy poncho pattern. Super easy, beginner friendly. I'm loving it. Here's the center. I have done, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm on my 19th row. I should be 3 times as far as that. And I'm also breaking into my second cake. That's why I wanted to check in with you. So I am in the middle of the process of making the tutorial. So I have been videotaping all morning starting this, and then I said, okay, continue until your desired length, and now I have to make it to my desired length until I can show you how to finish it off and add the fringe. And the fringe is optional, of course. I love this colorway. So this is Showtime in the red heart roll with it. So this is what the cakes look like. So I just opened my cake too, and I will check in with you to show you my progress before I go to bed. Okay, it's actually 9:30. Let me give you an update on the poncho. Let me back up. So I'm gonna still do another 10 rows or so, I would say, but it is about 9:30. I'm tired. I'm gonna make some popcorn and get into my jammies and just relax for the rest of the evening. Maybe crochet a little bit, but I'm gonna go off camera now. This is coming out beautiful. Just need to add some more rows, make it a little longer, so I will finish this tomorrow. Hello guys, good morning. It is Thursday. I hope everybody is having a great week. So let me know, how are you? If nobody has checked in with you in a while, let me know how you are. What do you like to do? Introduce yourself if you haven't on this channel. I love making new crochet friends on YouTube. So thank you so much for everybody who has introduced themselves. It is so fun to get to know you guys. And I hope you're having a great day, whatever day it is, whatever year it is. Thank you for watching my vlog. I appreciate it so much. So last night, I was crocheting into the wee hours. Who else loves to crochet until they really can't stay awake anymore? I actually hate going to bed. I just want to keep crocheting. So I have been working on my easy peasy poncho. So I have it right here, and I showed you last night how far I got. I did break into skein number 2. On skein number 2, I'm almost, look guys, this is how much I have left. Remember when I left you, I was just breaking into skein 2. This is cake number 2. So this is dissolved into nothing. It is turned into this poncho. So what I have to do now is go into my yarn room and get some more of this yarn. So this is the red heart roll with it in the colorway Showtime. It's one of my absolute favorite colorways. all kinds of different vibrant colors. I love using the Red Heart Roll With It. And Red Heart, if you're if you're watching, can you please have Red Heart Roll With It available at Walmart? Please, or Michael's, anywhere? Can you please put this in stores somewhere, please? It used to be Hobby Lobby, but then Hobby Lobby doesn't carry it anymore. So Red Heart, please have Red Heart Roll With It available in stores, please, please. Okay, so I'm gonna go into my casita. I'm gonna get some more of this colorway. I'm going to be finishing this up. I'm in the process of making a tutorial. So I'm going back through all of my patterns and I'm adding tutorials to help you guys, especially beginners. So let me know, are you a beginner, intermediate, advanced? Do you like my tutorials? I do know that some of you say I go too fast, and I really don't try to go fast. It's just how I do my stitches. I crochet quickly, and I really try to slow down for my tutorials and show you what I'm doing and explain what I'm doing. But if I'm ever going too fast, please know that on your TV, all you have to do is click up, go over in the settings, you know, where you do closed caption and subscribe and like and all of that. Go way over to the cog wheel, click on that, and you can adjust the speed of the video. I have done it. There's nothing wrong with it. I have watched tutorials where I needed to make it slower. You just make it as slow as you want. If you are on your phone, all you have to do is tap the screen. You see the cog wheel, click on the cog wheel, click playback speed, and adjust the playback speed to as slow as you want it. But I'm really trying to go slower in my tutorials, stop, and I think it was my editing. I would clip out all of the pauses when I was just showing you the crochet work. I would clip those out, figuring you can just stop and look at it. But people are having a hard time pausing and adjusting the speed. So I am really trying to go slower in my tutorials. So let me know if you were one of the people that were complaining that I was going too fast. Do you like the speed of my videos? I don't know. Are you guys liking the slower tutorials? Are they too slow? Let me know. I am trying to get a happy medium so that I'm going slow enough for beginners, but not too slow for people who know how to do the stitches. They just want the pattern. That's what I want. When I see a tutorial, I already know how to do the stitches. I want them to get to the next stitch. I want to know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go and work on this poncho. I will check in with you later. Okay, so let's go into my casita and let's see if I have some more showtime, which I'm sure I do. I am sure I have more showtime. All right, I closed all the curtains last night. All right, I think I have some right over here. Yes, tons of showtime. So I'm gonna look and see if I have one that's already sort of opened up and used. I guess not. I guess they're all brand new. But I am sure that this is, actually, let me take this one. Okay, yes, this is showtime. So I love this colorway. It's one of my favorites to use. Again, this is the Red Heart Roll With It. Red Heart Roll With It. Love it. I just wish we could buy them in the stores. This is this super cute Aussie doll that I got the other day. So cute. I love it. I've got to get something to help him stand up. I've got to go to the dollar store, get one of those simple little black paper towel holders and stand him up. I'm going to lay him down because actually I think what I'm going to do is prop him up over here on this little chair. There we go. There you go, Aussie. Okay guys, I have gotten sidetracked and I've had this idea floating around and I just had to grab my hook. So I am using some Halloween yarn from Big Twist. How many of you got some Big Twist yarn when they had this Halloween yarn? Okay, so let me get my glasses so I can see what, spooky season. This colorway is spooky season, and I hope we can get our hands on some Big Twist Halloween seasonal yarn. The Christmas yarn last year was so gorgeous. So I hope whoever bought the Big Twist line is going to keep all of these seasonal yarns. And I am making a cowl. It's going to be gorgeous. I've already started it. And it's going to be something you can put around your neck as a scarf and then lift over your head. It is 2-ply, so it is perfect for using those skeins. I think I only bought a couple colors of this Halloween yarn, and I only bought 2 skeins of each when I bought them. So I've been like, what am I gonna make with these? And I was gonna make pumpkins, but then I thought, I'm gonna make a cowl and have a new pattern for a cowl neck. It's gonna be so cute. I can't wait to finish it and show you guys. I gotta get back to working it up, and then I gotta get working on finishing my poncho. Okay, I have finished my cowl neck. So let me show you what yarn I used first. So this was the Big Twist Halloween yarn that I showed you a little bit earlier. And the yardage is not the same as the regular Big Twist skeins. So normally there was 380 skeins in a typical Big Twist skein, but this one has 269. So it is less yarn, quite a bit less yarn. That's why on these specialty yarns for like the Christmas yarns and the Halloween yarns, I wish they were the normal size because you can do more. I had only bought 2 skeins of just a couple colors, but look at this gorgeous cowl neck scarf that I was able to make. And I used, let me show you what I have left. Okay, I kept going and I kept going and I kept going until I finished the row. And this is all I had left, and I was 2-plying. So I was using 2 skeins at the very same time when I was making this cowl. This is what was left out of 1 skein right here. And this was left out of the other skein, all right? So skeins are not created equal. There's just a little bit more than the other one. But look at this gorgeous cowl neck. I just love it. So I am going to make a tutorial for you guys, make a pattern for you guys. I'm trying to see my seam. Okay, I did this connecting rounds. So it is done in the round, so you don't have to sew. This is a no sew, but look, you will be able to wear it. I don't want to put it on now with my makeup and all my hair up here. It just won't look right. But you put it on your neck, and it is this very loose weight cowl that goes around your neck, and then you can sort of put it over your head. And if you want it even longer, you can just keep going and make it as long as you want. I sort of ran out of yarn, but I think it's going to be good. It's nice and airy. It's not thick. Okay, it's nice and airy stitch. I used a V-stitch, so it's nice and airy and flexible. And this yarn was super soft to begin with, so I'm really anxious to go through my yarn storage, use up some of my stash, especially the variegated colors. I think will work really, really well with this pattern. And again, you could make this as long as you wanted. You could make it super long, but I think this was a good length, and it used up 2 skeins of yarn. So I'm trying to find all these different projects to use up my stash. Now, at the beginning of the year, I did a popcorn flower blanket. I did a granny square blanket with the granny square card decks. I did a granny stitch blanket. I did all kinds of different blankets to use up my yarn. So I'm gonna go into my stash, and I'm gonna do Christmas colors. I'm gonna do fall colors. I'm gonna go through and see how many of these gorgeous cowl neck scarves that I can do. And again, it's really light, you know, flexible, even though it is 2-ply. Okay, my little snack, having some lunch. Let me know, what did you have for lunch today? Put it in the comments. I'd love to know what you had for lunch. I'm having some leftover macaroni and cheese that I made for Sophie last weekend, and using up a cucumber that's been sitting in the fridge. What did you have for lunch? It is finished. So here is our beautiful poncho. It's got this beautiful collar here. And you can either wear it like this, horizontally, with the longest parts at the side, like this. Gorgeous. Or you can wear it with a point in front, like this. Gorgeous. Love this colorway. Again, this is the Red Heart Roll with it, in the colorway Showtime. So gorgeous. Loving the colors. So beautiful. So beautiful. So I'm gonna go take some product photos of it. Okay, I have finished the poncho. So this is the easy peasy poncho pattern. You can make it as big or as small as you want. I give you the multiples. I took a bunch of photos when I was doing the tutorial. Now it is around 4:15 and I am starting to just update my pattern with some extra photos that I took while I was making this. So I'm gonna go through and make a photo page where I'm showing you sort of what it should look like after each row or different parts of the pattern to add more photos to my patterns. I'm really trying to update all of my patterns, make them the best that I can. I am going to load all of my videos from my phone to my computer and start working on a tutorial for you for a guide as you make this easy peasy poncho pattern. It's just the easiest poncho pattern. All of my patterns are very simple, very easy. I don't want to make complicated, hard things. I just want to make simple, easy, quick patterns that you guys can make, that you can make for your friends, for yourself, that you can sell at markets or sell wherever. I just want to help you out. If I like to make it, I think maybe other people would like to make it, and you can make it for yourself or as a gift or to sell. So I'm going to spend the next maybe 6 hours on the computer. And I have my tattoo tomorrow, so I'm so excited for that. I will check in with you later. Hi guys, it is 9:39, and I am editing the tutorial right now. I'm going through and editing it, and hopefully I will try to finish it tonight. If I don't finish it tonight, I'm gonna try to finish it tomorrow before I go for my tattoo. It's been a long day of making this tutorial. Put myself on mute. It's been a long day of making this tutorial and loading up the videos. The videos took about an hour and a half to load. I don't know what the problem is, but it takes so long for my videos to go from my phone to my computer. Anyway, I am trying to make this for you guys. I'm super tired, but I'm really trying to push through, get this loaded tonight or tomorrow for you guys to have a tutorial to work through the pattern, and I will see you tomorrow. I have no makeup on and I am so desperately in need of a hair color, which I'm going for next Wednesday. What I wanted to show you is something new that I made yesterday, and it is a cowl. So this is a super cool cowl, and you can make it as long as you want. So I just want to show you how you put it over your head while I have no makeup on. All right, so you put it over your head, okay? And then you can just lift it right over your head. And it's all covered behind here. This is all covered. And it's over your head. So I just wanted to show you that without my bump and my makeup and everything. I will be making a pattern for this, a tutorial for this as soon as possible, but it's a nice, flexible, it's not super thick. I made it with an open V-stitch. So I just wanted to show you what's coming up. Isn't that so cute? Again, I have so much hair, but isn't that so cute? I just love it. So those of you who are looking for something that sort of goes full coverage over your neck and head and behind there, this is coming. It is Friday. It's Friday, right? I think it's Friday. We've made it through the week. If you have watched the vlog, please put stars down in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Every time you watch this video, it helps my channel. So thank you so much for watching. I truly, truly appreciate every single one of you who tune in and watch any of my videos, and especially those that leave kind comments. Thank you so much. So I did finish. Yesterday, I did do a tutorial for the Easy Peasy Poncho. This is a poncho pattern that I have had for at least a year. I think I put this pattern out last summer, probably over a year. It's been a bestseller almost the whole entire time. It goes in and out of bestseller, but it was bestseller for almost the whole entire time. When you purchase this pattern, the written pattern on my Etsy shop, you will get two patterns. You're going to get this easy peasy poncho pattern, and you're also going to get a free summer mesh poncho pattern. So that's a free little bonus pattern that I put into this easy peasy poncho pattern as like a bundle. It's a free gift, a free pattern when you purchase this pattern. Now I do have tutorials for both patterns now. So this was one of the early patterns that I made, and I did not have a tutorial for it. So I just made the tutorial yesterday. So if you have not seen the tutorial, please go watch it. And I hope I covered everything in the tutorial. So please go watch the tutorial, leave a kind comment. And again, on this, usually ponchos are one size fits all, but I do give you the multiple of 6. So if you want to add to that chain that you make, you just add 6, add 6. So I gave you some suggestions for the size range. And of course, with ponchos, you can be a smaller person and wear a larger poncho. So not necessarily sizes, but just to give you an idea of the range, because some people do not understand adding multiples of 6 where you're adding one cluster to each side of your poncho. They don't understand the concept of that's going to make your poncho a little larger by adding multiples of 6. So that's why I sort of added those size ranges to give you an idea of, okay, if you add a multiple of 6, just going to add a little bit more size to it. Of course, you could be a smaller person and wear a larger poncho. It's just how you want to wear it and how much drape you want in your poncho, how much extra room if you want it really roomy and flowy. So those size ranges are just suggestions to help people understand the concept of adding multiples of 6 to make your poncho a little larger. Now, if you do make a larger size poncho by adding multiples of 6, and then you find that you love the size of your poncho, but your neckline is too large because you've added so many chains. So all you do is do some half double crochets and some single crochets, maybe skip a stitch every now and then to decrease, and that will tidy up and cinch up your neckline. So you just do some rows of decreasing a little bit. So you do like a half double crochet or a single crochet and just skip maybe every 8 stitches or so, or 6, or whatever you need to do to just make your neckline smaller. It'll make a nice little cuff around your neckline. So don't be afraid to use that critical thinking and think, okay, what can I do to fix this garment? If you are a beginner and you make something too large, I'm watching my quails come down the hill. They are so sweet. I love to see them come down the hill. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Okay, so I hope you love this poncho pattern. Again, one size usually fits most, but to make it larger, you just add multiples of 6 to that initial chain, and I show you how to do all the steps. I've added photos to this poncho pattern. So if you've purchased the pattern, if you love the pattern, please leave me a review. And I'm trying to go back through, improve my patterns, add photos, add a video tutorial to each and every one of them so I can help you guys that need that visual. Okay, and I'm getting a tattoo today. I'm so excited to get a tattoo today. I've been scared, so scared. Oh, now they're eating. Okay, I've been so scared all week to get a tattoo, and today I'm just so calm. I'm just so calm. I'm ready. I'm excited to support my daughter. So I'm going to take you with me, and hopefully I won't forget to show you her studio that she's working in, her space. And I'm so excited to get my beautiful tattoo. Okay, let's go into the casita and pick out some new yarn to make a new scarf. Oh, I think I want to use up some of this yarn. Okay, so I could do a red, white, and blue one. That would be cool. And I have 2 more of these skeins. Actually, I thought I only bought 2 of each, but I must have bought 4. So this is that spooky yarn that I used. Isn't that so gorgeous? I love it. All right, but I do have 2 skeins of this. So I am going to use these 2 skeins up on making another cowl. Where's the other one? Right here. And a lot of these yarns would be so cute as a little cowl to use up. I think it would be so fun to make a red, white, and blue one. Maybe some of this yarn. This yarn is the Granny Square yarn. It's just a little thicker. So maybe I would just have to make it 1 ply out of this. I love the colorway Red Heart, but this Granny Square yarn is just a little bit thicker and denser for some reason. This is another one. This is another one. Gorgeous colorways, but the yarn is just a little dense. Okay, and I am using up yarn, so I've been on a mission to use up my yarn, not buy new yarn. So I just put this one here. This is what I used for the shawl. So I used up some of that. This, I think, is Hollywood. This is Hollywood. So I'm using up my cakes. So a lot of my projects you will find me doing are stash busters. Gladys made me this. I've showed you this months ago, but Gladys from Washington made me this gorgeous little kitty. It is the most sweetest little thing. It is so cute. Thank you, Gladys. I appreciate it so much. Over here I have my beautiful Halloween cardigan. It's almost time to wear this. Maybe I'll make another cardigan. Haven't made one in a while. Okay, so the other day someone said my house was cluttered, and they must have been talking about my vases. They must not like my vases and my crewels. So these are all vintage vases, and this is not for everybody. So you don't live here. I do. And I absolutely love them. Me and my husband have gone on treasure hunting trips together, and we just love finding these beautiful vintage vases. It's our fun thing to do, to search through the antique stores looking for these treasures. And this is our fun thing to do, and we love it, and we love having our vases here. Before we had these vases, there was absolutely nothing in front of the window, and I just think they complement each other. So again, if you don't like it, that's okay, because you don't live here. I do. And look at this gorgeous rainbow on the floor. I love it. Let me give you another view. Look at that rainbow. Isn't that so pretty? I just love it. I love my vases, I love my plants, I love my view. So thank you for everybody who enjoys the view and my decorations. And if you don't, it's okay, because I live here and I love it. Okay, I am back from getting my tattoo. I was so nervous about getting this tattoo because the last time I got tattoos on my hands, they hurt so bad. This was less painful than getting my teeth cleaned at the dentist. Oh my gosh, I love it, guys. What do you think? Let me know. I absolutely love, love, love it. I couldn't be more happy about it. And I've already got a design for over here. So I will be matching. And I love it so much. The place was so cute. Sophie did an incredible job. Everybody was so nice at the place where I run. It was just awesome. What an awesome experience. I'm just so happy, and I am planning my next one and I have no worries at all. What do you guys think? I absolutely love it. I am so in love with it. I love it so much and I can't wait to get more now. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for your kind comments. I just love to read your supportive comments. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for watching. I will see you on the next video.